So guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to package your power how to package your PowerPoint presentation into a video. So meaning to say, how are you going to record your presentation with your video in it and then package it as a video presentation. So let's start. So by the way, I will be using a PowerPoint presentation under Office 365. So I think regardless of the PowerPoint version or the Office version you are using, you will still get the same screen. Okay. So first and foremost is you have to open your PowerPoint presentation. Now I would like you to please go over your slides first. You have to check all the slides if they are in order, as well as the content, so that we can have a smooth flow of recording your PowerPoint presentation. Alright, so once you have opened your presentation, so in this case I will be using a sample PowerPoint presentation of my lecture in one of my subjects, which is methods of research. So in this screen, on the menu bar, you are to click slideshow, and then below you have to click the record slideshow option. So clicking that will give you an option, two options, which is record from current slide or record from beginning. Since we will be recording your presentation from the beginning, so we will be clicking record from beginning. So this will be the interface of your PowerPoint presentation. So you'll find here the record button, we have the stop button, and then the replay button, and then you have here the notes. Now clicking the notes will give you an area where you can write down notes so that you don't forget important notes with so that you don't get so that you won't forget so that you won't forget uh, uh, you can there's also a note here which you can use for you to put some important points while you are discussing your slide. You have here settings for your microphone and camera, so make sure that your camera and your microphone are all set before recording your PowerPoint presentation. Of course, you have here the button for the next and then the previous slides. Okay, now below you also have here the icon for your microphone for turning in and turning it off, for turning on and turning it off, likewise your camera for turning off and turning on. Okay, so since our purpose is to record your presentation with your video on it, so we will be turning on the camera all throughout the presentation. Now you also have here markers and pens for you to use while you are presenting your PowerPoint slide. So let's have now an example of how we're going to record our PowerPoint presentation with our video. Okay, so I will now going to click record button to start the recording. Okay, so a red button here indicates that the recording is now starting. Okay, so let us now start recording this presentation. So good morning everyone. Our topic for today is about our lesson for today is all about introduction to research under the subject methods of research. So I am your teacher for this subject. So before we dig deeper into the research process, these are the cognitive skills required for you as a student in conducting your research. So of course you have your planning, you have the writing the research, and then you have the presentation for research. Now the role of a supervisor or an advisor is very important in the conduct of research. First, your supervisor or your advisor will act as a mentor and less as a teacher, and she or he will also guide you in the research process. Other role of the supervisor is to help you refine ideas and suggest possible solutions when problems are encountered. Okay, so you just go on with your presentation until you reach your uh, final slide. So once you are done, you may simply click the stop recording button and then uh, close the recording panel. Okay, so you are now back to your screen, your PowerPoint screen. So if you notice in your screen, you can find here your um, video. So you can actually move the video by clicking it, and then you can review and watch your recordings. Okay, so that means to say, so you can find that in all the slides that you have recorded. Okay, now when you are done with the so we are done with the recording, what we're going to do now is to save this and package this as a video presentation, so that for you to submit it to whoever is your teacher that is requiring you for uh, what we're going to do next. So what we are going to do next is to package this PowerPoint presentation into a video for submission. So to do that, you simply click File and then Export. Under the Export, you simply click Create a Video, and then in here you have the option on the quality of the video. You can select Full HD, Ultra HD, HD, and Standard. So for this purpose, I'm going to select Full HD. Next, you have also a option for using the recorded timings and narrations, meaning to say the narrations will be meaning to say there will be narrations in your video. And then if you opt for not using it, you can simply don't use recorded timings and narrations. So for this purpose, I don't like to use recorded timings and narrations, so that is the one I'm going to select. And then you create a video. Now in creating a video, you have to save it. It will prompt you to this save as screen. So for this purpose, I'm going to select desktop, and then I'm going to name the video as video sample. And then I'm going to name the video as video sample, and then I'm going to click the save button. So at the bottom of your screen, you can find here it's now creating video sample.mp4. So it will be converting your PowerPoint presentation into an MP4. So this may take a while, depends on the number of slides you have recorded. Okay, so once you are done, since I save it in my desktop, I'm going to locate, this is now the video, so I'm going to click the file for me to view my entire recordings. So to save it, we're going to click File and then click Export, and then we click Create a Video, and then we select the quality of the video, HD, Full HD, or Ultra HD. For this purpose, I'm going to click Full HD, and then for the next option, it says here you have your two options to use the recorded timings and narrations, and don't use record timings and narrations. So for this purpose, I'm going to use recorded timings and narrations, and then after that you click create video. Then it will prompt you to the save screen. So for this purpose, I'm going to select desktop, and then I'm going to name the video as lesson 1, and then click save. So below the PowerPoint presentation, you see here it's now creating video lesson 1 in an MP4 format. Now this may take a while, depends on the number of slides or how long did you have your video recording. So we are now almost done creating the video, so it's almost done. So we're going to close this now, and then let's try to check our recorded video. So I'm going to double click it.
Okay, so a red button here indicates that the recording is now started. Okay, so let us now start recording this presentation. Now, your presentation and your final slides.
So that is now the final output, and that is now ready for submission.